Hello everyone, if you remember me, which I wouldn't blame you if you didn't. Welcome back. For those of you who don't remember who I am, I'm Oscar Francois de Jarget, protagonist of Rose of Versailles Abridged, and the real Rose of Versailles, but since you all speak English, I'll talk about the abridged. Point is, I'm here today to lay a few rules down about what makes a good cross-dressing heroine. Listen up, because a lot of people screw up on the really simple stuff, so pay attention. Rule number 1. Have a female love interest. If you're going to be a credible man, you have to have a female love interest. And by the way, hordes of fangirls don't bloody well count. You don't have to be all that manly to have fangirls. Ask Bakura, or pretty much any guy in Yu-Gi-Oh! The point is, you can be pretty girly and still have a lot of fangirls. You've got to have a real, legitimate female love interest if you're going to be an effective man. It just has to happen. I know what you're thinking. Oscar, you don't have a female love interest. That's not true. I do. You've only seen 11 episodes of my 40 episodes. Trust me, it gets pretty Yuri, gotta say. Since cross-dressing heroines have to wait till the frickin' end of their story to ever actually get their final love interest, you've got to have somebody before, and I do. Point is, not everybody does. Michelle Vauban, a 14-year-old girl with a crush on you, does not count either. Rule number 2. Be the best guy you can be. This would appear to go without saying, but there's a very simple measure for this, and a lot of people don't live up to it. If you're the best guy you can be, and you're a woman, you'll be better than all the other guys. It's very easy. Women are better looking than men, they're smarter. In general, if you're trying to be a guy and you're a woman, you will be able to outdo them every time. If you fail to do that, again, Michelle Vauban, not naming names of course, you're failing at this. Third thing, again, Michelle Vauban, pay attention. Be your own man. Pretending to be a specific guy who exists, it's just going to confuse people. And unless you're in a comedy, and I'm not, so I'm not going to speak to this, you can't do that. It's not going to lead to hijinks. You're not in a comedy. It's just going to lead to either bad comedy or bad tragedy. Neither of which is good, seeing as it's got the word bad in the descriptor. Again, simple rules that nobody seems to know. Moving on to the last rule, which unfortunately I'm going to have to quote that awful, awful Naruto fellow. Believe it. You don't see actors going on stage and saying, I'm Joe Blow. I believe I'm Joe Blow, but I'm going to pretend that I'm Hamlet. No, you don't see that. That's not what they're ever told to do. They've got to believe that they're the character, or else it won't work. If I go around all the time saying, well, I believe I'm a woman, how convincing of a man am I going to be? Again, certain characters, from Glass Fleet, perhaps, take heed. You must believe it. Now, before I go take a shower to get the awful, awful aura of Naruto off myself, I should mention a few things. First and most importantly, September 18th. Mark it on your calendars because Rose of Versailles Abridged Season 2 is starting then. Season 2 will have 14 episodes. For those of you not keeping track at home, that means we're going from episode 12 through episode 25. Again, believe it. That is how it's going to be, September 18th and every other Friday until we run out of episodes. Also, if you're interested in the other crazy stuff going on with Cassius 614, check out the 2 channels in the video description. The first is Rhymes for Turbulent Times. That is a channel where Cassius does some readings of poems about the financial crisis. If that could interest you, they're just, fun takes on the idiots who got us into the mess we're in now. Also, La Montagnard 89, the other channel there, it will not be filled by the time that this video goes up. There will not be any videos there, but if you're into Shakespeare, keep checking back at that one. I'll have the link to it in my subsequent videos just so you can take a peek at it. It's going to be really, really a fun channel to look at if you're into Shakespeare at all, which I guess some of you are, or else you really wouldn't be a fan of Cassius 614, would you? Again, September 18th, mark your calendars, be there, and I'd say, or be square, but that's anachronistic on just so many levels that I'm not even going to try. So, 18th, mark your calendars, and I'll see you there for more guest stars than you could possibly shake a stick at, and in episode 12, a duel. Don't miss it.